Hello guys, so today we are going to talk about soil pH, like the acidity or alkalinity of your soil, and one simple do it yourself approach of how to test your soil acidity or alkalinity. So we are going to use the baking soda and vinegar method. It's the simplest method that is cheap and quick, not high accurate, but it gives you a quick insight into your acidity level of your soil, so you can plan well on your planting. So again, we're going to use the vinegar and the baking soda method. This is based off the Food and Agriculture Organization of the United Nations 2020. So I'm going to teach you that. So the first things that you will need, your vinegar, your baking soda, 2 cans, containers or cups. You can recycle some plastics. You need also 2 mixing sticks, or if you have a disposable spoon or plastic or something. Then of course you need your soil. Like for me, I've already gathered my soil from the farm. You can dig it using a hoe, or you can just fetch it. Sorry, it's taking. This is the soil. You can dig it from any depth. As per the United Nations guidelines, you can dig it from any depth, any size that you target to test. So the first procedure will be to try to clean your tools so that it doesn't contaminate the results. Sometimes, like this stick, it could be placed in somewhere it's a bit acidic. So always try to clean it. And remember, when you're cleaning, try to use like for me, I'm using rainwater, which is a bit better than actual tap water, because tap water is treated with chlorine, and chlorine increases acidity, so it will give you a false result. So try to use desalinated water. Desalinated water is the best. If you don't have it, try to use rainwater, because for us we directly connect to the rainwater harvesting tank, then comes here. So rainwater is a bit better. So you clean your tools, also your cans. You also rinse them out in case they have any contaminants. Rinsing, you place them on the side. So you're rinsing your sticks and your containers. Make sure they're good. So you come back to your soil, because you also need to prepare this for the test. Here's my soil. Placed a little cover to avoid dirtifying everything. So the first thing you need to do is try to get as much of this organic matter out. All these leftover plant parts, try to get rid of them. Try to get rid of them as much as possible. Just try to have like pure soil without much plant material that could affect your results. So try to pick out these plant materials. So here's my final soil. It still has some organic matter. These little roots, I'm trying to remove them, becomes a difficulty, but our soil has a lot of organic matter, which is also good, but try it as much as to get just pure soil. Okay, the next thing you'll be trying to subdivide it into 2. It's just going to be rough. I'm just using a small sample. Just rough. If you have a weight measurement, you can try to measure them. So good. So this will be one for testing the vinegar, and this one will be testing using the baking soda. Good. So next thing is you take your soil sample and put each in the containers. Okay, so let's do that. Here we have it, both of them here. I'm using a small sample because my reagents are also a bit low. There. So the next thing is to make a slur. Like we need to add some water to this and make a bit of a slurry paste. Not watery, not too dry like right now, just a slurry paste. So you're just going to add, you add as you try to mix. You add a little bit of water. That seems like a lot. Like for example, this is a lot. It's not making us. It's too wet. This is too wet. So I'm going to take another sample and redo this one. What I've actually done is that I've added a bit more of my leftover sample, soil sample, to it. Then we take one of our sticks. Then we start to mix it up. This is still a bit wet, so let's add a little bit of more soil sample. Then we mix it up to make it. So that's the kind of consistency we are looking for. Slurry, not too wet, not too thick. So good. So don't just add a little bit of water as you test the consistency, so that you don't end up with the same mistake. So you're going to do the same with this one before the baking soda. So let us redo that. Just add that. There, that's enough. Take your next stirring stick so that you don't end up mixing the acidity, the reagents. So mix. Good. So there they are, all mixed up. Well, good. So the next thing is adding our reagents, our vinegar, which is acidic, and our baking soda, which is alkaline. So the main goal is that if we add vinegar here and then we see bubbling, which means that the soil is alkaline, because the alkaline reacts with acidic components. So if we see bubbling, that means there's a reaction happening. So it means that the soil is alkaline. Okay, but if you add vinegar and nothing happens, it creates an assumption that it is alkaline. But it's better to you take your baking soda. I mean, if you add vinegar, nothing happens, it means it is acidic. It creates an assumption that it is acidic. But it's better to take your baking soda and add it to the second sample. And if that bubbles up, it means the baking soda is reacting with something acidic. So your soil is acidic, it's reacting with the baking soda, bubbling and creating that reaction. So let's do that. So we'll take our vinegar, which is acidic, and add about a quarter to a half, something like that. And then you're going to pour it into our first sample. So this will be our vinegar sample. This will be our baking soda sample. Then after pouring, we're going to stir for 1 minute and observe whether we see any bubbling. Okay? Stir. Now, I do see a bit of bubbling. So let me start to mix the acid well up. Mix it, and then we try to listen and observe whether we see any bubbling, which you give it like a minute or so to see whether there's be any formation of bubbles, because the first bubbles could be formed by the stirring. But there, so not really seeing any kind of a reaction. I'm not seeing any new bubbles being formed. This one's for mixing. These bubbles are already popping and there's no formation of new bubbles. So it creates an assumption that our soil could be acidic. So let us now proceed to the baking soda test. Next, we proceed with our baking soda. This you can also measure half a cup or quarter of a cup. I'm just going to eyeball it. So that's adequate. Then we mix and observe. We mix for 1 minute. Make sure it gets all in there. Then we start observing. So you continue stirring. Then you sit. You wait to observe it and see whether there will be any bubbling. So it does take a while for you to sit down and observe. And as you can see, it did take a while, but do you see the bubbles? So there's a form of reaction. There are some slight bubbles forming on the surface. The fuzziness, the fuzzy reaction. You can see the small bubbles, which kind of tells us that the soil is a bit more acidic. So let me try to stir, see if there's any bubbles underneath. Those were formed by my ripples, but there's that fuzziness. Okay. If you compare with the one we added vinegar, that fuzziness is not really there. You come here, there's that fuzziness. So that tells us that this soil is slightly acidic. Now this one doesn't give you an accurate assessment, but it can help you know that my soil is a bit more acidic. Which kind of fertilizer do I use? Which kind of manure do I use? But that's how you do your simple vinegar baking soda test. So thank you. Next is cleaning up.